I don't know how to express the excitement I have for this video right now because I have had this video on my mind for forever and like I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Moo or Mariah, whatever you want to call me, and I love reading books and specifically buying them faster than I can read them. Now, it's been a while since I've done a reading vlog, and that's because like I just feel like I'm not the best with reading vlogs. Just how it is, insecurities. I'm trying to get over it though. I posted on my page, on my YouTube page, for you all to decide on my next reading vlog. It was pretty close between Ariana Grande Picks My Reads and reading my Goodreads highest and lowest rated book. So anyways, the winner was Ariana Grande Picks My Reads, obviously. Like, you're here, you saw the title and everything, and I am ecstatic because I've had this idea in my head for like ever now, and I just never pushed myself to do it because I don't really see it done that much. So I was like, oh, is this even going to be a good reading vlog? But like, honestly, I just don't care anymore. I want to do what I want to do. I want to make content that I want to make and use my ideas. So here we are. So welcome to the first episode of my TBR Shuffle challenge. So basically what I did was I decided to go with Ariana Grande's very first album, which was Yours Truly, which just honestly, it just seems like the right place to start. Did I make a list? Yes, absolutely. It would not be a video of mine without making a script, organization, all that, because I overthink everything. So basically I have all 12 songs from her Yours Truly album, and I asked my BFF ChatGPT to help me out because I use ChatGPT for everything, honestly. I know a lot of people don't like AI, but I'm too indecisive, so I need help making decisions, so that's where ChatGPT comes in handy. So yeah, we went over the album and I went over lyrics, and I was like, I like these kind of vibes from the lyrics and everything. And so then we settled down on some books, and so I'm gonna make some decisions right now on them because based on what song we shuffle is gonna be what book we read based on this. So I want y'all to hold me accountable and think that I'm not cheating y'all out of like what was wrote down as the decision. So that's why I'm gonna tell y'all what books go with what song, and then y'all can hold me accountable and say, yo, that's not the right book if I accidentally pick up the wrong book. But I won't, I promise, I promise. Also, I am a rambler. I am so sorry, that's just who I am. I ramble. If you were looking for someone who wasn't gonna ramble, I'm sorry, you're at the wrong page. I am a talker. Now, I am gonna go over every song and what trope I put with the song and the two book options that I have with it, because I kind of am a mood reader, so I wanted like two options based on kind of what I'm feeling to go with. So let's do this part really fast. For song number 1, Honeymoon Avenue, I went with the second chance trope, and so I have Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, and then I have Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Then we have Baby I, which I did as the Insta Lust kind of trope, and so I have Praise by Sarah Kate, and then I have Phantasma by Kylie Smith. Right there we went with Protective MMC. So I have Lights Out, which I'm excited about this. This is by Nevessa Allen. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then I have Finding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Tattooed Heart, we went with the soulmate trope. So I have From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout, I think is how you say it. And then I have It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Loving It, I went with like Obsessed MMC. And so I have Guild by Raven Kennedy, and then I have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Piano, I did Rom-Com, so we have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and then we have A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. Then we have Daydreaming, and I went with the secret crush like trope, and so I have Betting on You by Lynn Painter, and then we have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. The Way, I went with Friends to Lovers, so we have Out on a Limb by Hannah Bottom Young, and we have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Then we have You'll Never Know, and I decided to do Right Person, Wrong Time for this, and so I have A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner, and then I have You Reach Sam by Dustin Tahoe, I think is how you say it. I'm so sorry, Dustin, if I said that wrong. Then we have Almost Is Never Enough, which is a tragic romance, and I honestly hope we do not shuffle into this song at all. But we have 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole, and then we have If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan, and I just no, these are gonna rip my heart out, so I don't want that. Then we have popular song, and for this I specifically wanted to do Academic Rivals because I grew up listening to this song in high school and it just fit that vibe for me. We have Stalking Jack the Ripper, so that, and then we have the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, I think is how you say it. The last song is Better Left Unsaid, and we went with like Forbidden Romance for this one. And so we have Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, and then Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. Okay, so I am unable to do it live for y'all, so I did screen record, so I will put the screen recording over here. As you can see, I went through, found the album, and I selected, you know, or not selected, I showed y'all all 12 songs as well. Like, this is what we're working with, and I hit the shuffle button at the top and I click play, and of course we get the very last song as what played. So we have Better Left Unsaid, which was our Forbidden Romance trope, which kind of works out because they're the first two books on top. I have Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, which is supposed to be like ex-boyfriend's dad or something like that. I think they end up moving in with the dad, but anyways, current boyfriend is terrible to her apparently. Still Beating, and I'm pretty sure he is like engaged to her sister or something like that, and then they get kidnapped. I've heard this one is absolutely fantastic. Everyone absolutely loves this. I heard this is just a nice good time, but I also heard it's kind of a slow burn as well. So, you know, it's kind of like, what are you looking at? I like how both kind of have like water vibes going on the cover as well. But if I had to choose between both of these, I think I'm gonna go with Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman for this, just because I have put this on my TBR before. I've heard a lot of hype about it and everyone says this is absolutely amazing. It is emotional. I am in for a roller coaster, but I think I'm ready for this. So this is book number 1 for our vlog. Okay, I know I don't look the best right now. Okay, don't judge me, okay? And it's been a couple of days and I'm only on chapter 3 of this, but I wanted to talk about it because I'm a little nervous right now. Like, we're only on chapter 3, and like, I mean, I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Like, we all know, like, this is basically about like the sister and then the sister's fiance get kidnapped. Okay, well, I didn't think it was gonna happen like right off the rip. Okay, like very first chapter, pretty much, like either first or second. I'm only on chapter 3, so it's already happened. I'm a little worried because I think this is going to be actually darker than I expected. Like, I knew it was going to be dark. People had told me it was going to be dark, and I was like, I read dark romance all the time, so like that's not a problem. But I just have a feeling this is going to be one of the darker books. Like, the darkest book I feel like I've read is Hunting Adeline. I feel like this may actually be darker than that. Like I said, I'm only on chapter 3, so don't hold me to that, but here I am. Also, I got my nails done for my birthday, and look how beautiful these are. I just wanted to brag about them real quick because I am relocating and moving, so I will no longer have my nail tech, so I'm a little sad, but yeah, I just wanted to show them off, and that's all. But yeah, just a slight update. You know, I'm a little behind. Things have been going on. I'm moving, I'm packing, all that, so things are crazy. But my last day at my job is tomorrow, so I will have a lot more free time to read and hopefully finish this vlog up before I absolutely like load up the U-Haul and relocate. So we'll see. Okay, I wanted to come on here and give a quick update. I am officially 66% of the way through according to my Kindle. I am on chapter 24. I have about 100 pages left in the book. I'm on page 203 out of 308. I feel like I'm gonna disappoint some people with saying this. I'm not really, it's all right. That's the best way to put it, if we're being honest right now. It's a good book, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand like where everyone's coming from, the trauma in the book and everything that they go through, the connection they gain. Now I am only 66% of the way through the book, so like I could be wrong, but I'm feeling like I'm definitely probably gonna have an unpopular opinion with this, which is okay. Everyone's allowed to have like their own opinion. For right now, where it stands, I'm feeling like this book is gonna be like a 3.75, like 3.5, 3.75 is the range. That could change. I am a person who's like not just set on a rating, you know, from the beginning or middle, you know, like sometimes the ending of a book can change a rating. But with that being said, like I'm just not vibing with it. Like some of the writing, I think it's the writing for me. Some of the things that the main male character says just is kind of just like not it for me. So for me, it's just like the writing. It's not the story or anything like that. It's just the writing. Like there's some things with the writing where I'm like, okay, okay. I will say there are things that are in this book where I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. But there are parts where I'm just like, I still recommend it. Like my best friend Haley is wondering if she should read it, and I'm like, you should still definitely read it no matter what to get your own opinion. I'm just not vibing with it right now. Like I am, but I'm not. I feel like this is probably the most confusing like mid-review that I could have possibly given you. And to be honest, I just don't know myself. Anyways, I am ready to wrap this book up though, that's for sure. I'm ready to go on to the next book and see what we will be doing because we are going through our physical TBR and I'm proud of us. I'm rambling. I'm sorry, I ramble. I know I'm a rambler. It's like talking to you all and vibing. Okay, I'll go now. Also, I'm thinking about starting a book club on Fable, but I'm like afraid that if I do, like, no one will join. Like, should I start a book club on Fable? I finally finished Still Beating. I finished it at like 3 a.m. this morning, like 3:30 this morning. No big deal. And I gave it 3.75 stars. Okay, I know this is like an outstanding, like unbelievable read. For a lot of people and everything. I think this is a great story. I love the storyline and everything. That was very intriguing. The thing that disconnected me from this book was the female main character, actually. Okay, so we follow Cora and Dean. They are soon to be brother-in-law, sister-in-law. And basically one night Cora needs a ride and everything. So Dean comes to pick her up and they get kidnapped. And so the story goes from there, and it's basically their story, like their past together, their present together, and then like after all this. And this is definitely a beautiful story. I will not take that away from the story at all. There were just some things in the writing that I did not like that the main male character would say, but then the female main character, I just did not like her decision making, one, and then two, the toxicity. Like, it's understandable, but I was just like not vibing with it. And at the same time, there were moments where I was like, just do it is the best way to say it without spoiling it. Like, if you've read this, I feel like you probably understand where I'm coming from. If you haven't read this and you plan on it, one, check your trigger warnings, because this is a dark story. If you have read Hunting Adeline, I would say like you're probably good for this, but I would still check my trigger warnings. If you are not like a dark romance person, proceed with caution is basically the best way to put it. Still a good story and everything. I still vibe. 3.75 is just kind of where I settled on it. If I wanted to, I would say it's more like a 3.9. It was close to being a 4-star. It just wasn't there for me. Overall, I've been wanting to read this, so like I'm glad I can finally say I did read this. It's done. It's over with. But yeah, book number 1 of our Ariana Grande reading challenge is done, and so now we move on to book number 2, and I'm excited. I just don't want another like emotional read. I'm ready for like a good fun time is what I'm ready for. That's like what I'm in the mood for right now. Is either like a mystery thriller or a good fun time. So let's review over like what we have. Okay, I have my handy dandy list here. Ones I would like to get, okay? Praise and Phantasma under Baby I would like that. Lights Out is under Right There. It Happened One Summer is under Tattooed Heart, and I think that would be a good summer vibe. Better Than the Movies and a Not So Cute is under Piano. Love Theoretically is on Daydreaming, and that's actually on my July TBR, so that would be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And then Popular Song, I would like add the Atlas 6 or Stalking Jack the Ripper. I think those would be like the ones that I would be happy to get. So yeah, let's see what we get. Okay, so we did the randomizer again, and I screen recorded it, had it on shuffle and everything, and we shuffled it and we got Tattooed Heart, which is actually convenient. I wanted to read It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey if we got that. We also do have the option to read From Blood and Ash, which is very interesting. It is a long series though, I've heard of. I think what's going to be the deciding factor for me is that I've been addicted since I got the Kindle Color Soft as a gift for my birthday. I've been addicted to reading off of it. So, and I made this adorable like Fourth Wing inspired case and everything. So I'm obsessed with it. So if it's on the Kindle store, From Blood and Ash is not. It Happened One Summer is on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, well that made the decision for me. I love having this, honestly. And we have it, so we are gonna do It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I'm actually gonna write in the book. This is a challenge I'm doing for myself. And so I'm gonna try actually annotating. I do the sticky tabs and everything already, but I do want to be like one of those girlies that like do the cute little like designs and like just, you know, highlights and stuff in the book. So I may like do that on my Kindle and then transfer it over. So yeah, I don't know, I'm nervous. But anyways, we are gonna start this, so I will keep y'all updated on how this goes. Okay guys, it's been a minute because I've been moving and all that, so I have not been able to give y'all an update. It's just been a lot. I've been unpacking lately. The move was a lot. We moved from Kentucky to Louisiana. Quite of a big trip, but I wanted to give y'all an update because I have been reading It Happened One Summer. I'm actually 66% of the way through the book. I wanted to update y'all sooner, but yeah, things happen. Is this absolutely amazing to me? No. Is it a good time? Yes, I will say that. I've been having some fun with this, okay? I don't think this is the best romance book I've ever read at all. This is not like an emotional romance. Basically, what we have is our main female character, Piper, has gotten in trouble. She's one of those like daddy's girls in a way. Even though it's her stepdad, she uses his money and everything like that, doesn't have a job, anything like that, and kind of just cares only about like her presence on social media. In the beginning of the book, she's like technically getting broken up with, and the whole time she's just like, I have to stay composed. I'm around all these people, you know, I can't be known as this girl who cries over a man and begs for him back and stuff like that, which we stand for that, but that's kind of the vibes that she gives off, okay? So anyways, she gets sent off to her hometown and everything, which is not Beverly Hills. There is something in my throat. I feel like I'm dying. It's not Beverly Hills or anything like that. It's this small, close-knit town right on like the beach and everything like that. It's more of like a touristy town. Her stepdad is like, you have to learn responsibility, so you have to go here and do X, Y, and Z. And I can't tell y'all what, because it is a pretty good like plot to the story, I think. So I don't want to give away too much. Can confirm, I don't know if I like our FMC though. But I'm trying to keep in mind like how I would feel if I was uprooted from like my everyday life and like was kind of just dropped in this new area with a close community and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, ball out. I'm not sure how I feel about her yet. I feel like she whines a lot, okay? She does. She kind of whines a lot, but she's also very like, oh, and I had a problem with this in Still Beating as well. It's kind of just like kind of toxic. It's the whole, I want you, I don't want you, I want you, I don't want you, I don't know if I want to be here, I don't know if I want to go home, da 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 da. And I'm just like, bro, I like at one point I was like getting annoyed where I'm like, so I don't know if I'm becoming pickier with books because I feel like I used to not mind this kind of stuff. The spice in this though, chef's kiss. Oh my goodness, the spice in this book is the best part. No, it's not. Okay, well, like, hear me out. Okay, I love spicy books, okay? Can't help it. It's just in my blood, okay? So it's just how it is. So, but it's so good in this. It's so good. So, and it's not filled with it. Don't think like it's just filled with it, because I had to wait until like, I think it was like maybe the 50-ish mark to where I even got like my first spicy scene. So don't think I just read smut, because I don't, okay? But it's good, okay? So that's pretty much my update right now. I know what I want to happen in the end. I think I know what's gonna happen in the end. There is a book 2, I think it's called Hook, Line, and Sinker, which I think follows her little sister Hannah. So I will be reading that because I think she's more my vibe than Piper is, if we're being so for real. I think Hannah's more like down to earth, doesn't really care about the social media, and she loves music as well. So I'm just like, I think that's gonna be more my vibe, so I will be continuing this series. And then after I read this, I'm also gonna order the collector's edition of It Happened One Summer because I earned it, technically. So, just saying. But let's continue. Who knows? I finally finished It Happened One Summer, our last book in our Ariana Grande Chooses Our Books reading vlog, which was so much fun to do. But yes, I did finish this. This was another 3.75 stars. It wasn't bad, you know, but it wasn't like my favorite book. Was it a cute little like rom-com? Yes, absolutely. But I had some issues. Oh, not issues, okay? Not issues. It was good for like my reading slump. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but I've been in a reading slump. So it was good for that. Here was my issues. The main female character, Piper, okay? For those of y'all who have not read this, Piper has come from a life of luxury and always getting what she wants. Her dad is very, very rich, so she has not had to work a day in her life, and she just spends daddy's money pretty much. Brendan has grown up in this like local, like beachy kind of town and everything like that. It's very small, everyone knows each other and everything like that. Piper gets in trouble one day, and her dad is like, you're gonna go back to your hometown. You're gonna learn what responsibility and money is. I'm gonna send you with X amount, and that's it. Once that's out, you're on your own. 3 months minimum. She comes to this town. She runs into Brendan. He's immediately like, no, I don't want any outsiders. And so that they don't get off on the right foot, and there is some tension between them and the banter between them, and that made me think I was really gonna like this, and I did enjoy it, but it wasn't like my favorite, you know, like I wouldn't reread this. I was not the biggest fan of Piper at first, and I said this, I said that I would probably like the sister story more, which I still think. I am going to continue this series because I do want to read the sister story, Hannah. The beginning and the middle with Piper, I couldn't stand her, you know, but I had to kind of think like, if I was in her shoes and I grew up the way she grew up, I would probably be like this too. But for both of these books that I did during the reading vlog, my main problem was the FMC not knowing what she freaking wanted every single time. And so her thing was like, I want this, but I also want this. I want this, but I also want this. And it's like, okay, you have to make a decision. So what's it gonna be? You know, it always ends on a happy ending. Well, I don't want to say always, but this one ends on a happy ending. You learn a lot about both of them. Their insecurities, their doubts, their wants and needs and everything, their past as well. And so that part I did like. And honestly, it was not as spicy as I thought it was going to be. Everyone makes Tessa Bailey seem like she writes nothing but spice, and like, no, it's not just spice, okay? There is some spice in it, but like, you don't get spice for a little while. Spice is good, don't get me wrong, but there's plot to this. It's a basic story, you know? It's very predictable, but fun. So for that, 3.75 stars. It was an easy read. Easy read. Honestly, cannot complain about that. It takes a lot for me to not like a book, so like, yeah. That is all for this reading vlog. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for this. This was such a fun thing to do. I really, really liked it, and I hope y'all enjoyed it too. I will be doing this again in the future, but we did start with Ariana Grande's very first album for this, so we will do like more of her like other albums, and then we'll do other artists as well. I really like doing this and kind of like the randomness of it, but also fitting a book with each like song vibe to know like what we're going for and everything. If you have not voted yet for our next reading vlog, it's too late. I'm sorry. It is too late. I am so sorry. I am, after recording this, going to start the next reading vlog, and I am so excited for that. I put up a poll on my YouTube channel like I do a lot of the time with what do y'all want to see next, you know? So if you are not subscribed, you should subscribe, so that way you get to vote on the next video as well. I love getting y'all's input on things. Y'all come up with some of the most creative stuff, and I love that so much. But thank y'all for hanging out with me during this. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully the next reading vlog we have some like 5-star reads and stuff. You know, 3.75 on both books was kind of like but you know what, we did it. We read some new books that I probably was not going to pick up for a little while, if we're being so honest. Okay, anyways, I'm rambling. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.